as you can see, the presentation says that you will learn to write email of request, email of query, and email of complaint. So let's move on. Email of request, as the name suggests, you are emailing someone to request about something. Maybe to request about sending their resume, or sending their quiz team, or you're requesting them to know some official information. So first we have the email address, then we have the subject. When you're writing the subject, make sure to write it precisely so that the person reading your mail, that is the recipient, understands in one line what you are trying to convey in the whole email. Why is this so necessary? It is necessary because emails are electronic mails which are transferred electronically to another person, which are mainly used in offices. Working people have to multitask a lot, and if your subjects help them to understand the email, it's easier for them to reply or put their work into action right away. This is a very time efficient method. Now for ICSE students specifically, each and every line starts from the left side. No line is starting from the center or the right. Please do not make this silly mistake. Students till date make this mistake in the last portion where you have half a mark in your answer key. In the portion of thanking you, yours faithfully and Swastika Shom, they may write, some of your students write it as thanking you on the extreme left, and then yours faithfully and Swastika Shom on the extreme right, which is not the correct procedure. So please maintain that. Write it in the format I have given. It is a very scoring process. Now we are going to look into the we are going to look into the email and see what we can find out. Now we can notice that there is no two fingers gap as what the traditional essay type suggests. Please do not put a two fingers gap while starting a paragraph in email. Remember, this is an electronic mail. You are not writing this mail as a letter. If you would have written it as a letter, I would have allowed you to start the mail maybe from under the comma, and then I would have allowed you to give a two fingers gap even after starting a new paragraph. So please don't do that. And coming to the place, we can also see that okay, let's read it right now. I have nothing else to point out maybe, and I'll point out while reading the email the much important portions of the email for the ICSE students. Now it says that the email address is very important to give. Without an email address, an email wouldn't reach to the recipient. So make sure that you have the correct email address and you put it correctly there. Now, request to send a team to participate in quiz competition. As I said, you can get it readily that I am writing an email to a principal requesting her to send him or her to send a team to participate in a quiz competition, and she gets it right away, the whole gist of the email. Now that is what is required. Even if you look at the other email of question, see, I have written query about my broadband plans transaction history. Okay, I want to know about that. So it starts from there. Now Email of request, I have already given her the gist. She has understood. She may not even feel the need to read the whole of the email, as it would be very time consuming, but she would have to read it because she will have to know the date, time and venue, which is one of the most important things in email. So let's start. Dear sir, madam, comma is comma is necessary and is very important. You cannot miss out on a comma, so you will lose marks there because you haven't put the salutation correctly. Starting from the extreme left and following the extreme left rule, we are not starting the paragraph with a two fingers gap, or we are not starting the paragraph just from under the comma. We are starting it as from the extreme left. Our school is celebrating its silver jubilee this year. As a part of the celebration, we are hosting a series of competition beginning with the Future Us. So we have to basically this will be helpful for even the students of ICSC. Just know that whatever you have written in the notice, the attractive catchy phrase, the catchy line that you have given, maybe the Future Us is one of them. Then you have given below that it's a inter-school quiz competition, and then you have given date, time, venue, on, from and at. So these information which you have given in the notice, just these first 5 lines, these 5 lines information has to be there in the email. So that is how the principal knows where, when, and she gets a precise idea of what is going to happen. So opening sentence is very important. It catches the attention of the examiner or the reader or the recipient. So our school is celebrating its silver jubilee this year. As a part of the celebration, we are hosting a series of competitions beginning with the Future Us. So my catchy slogan here is the Future Us, the inter-school quiz competition. Now I am also mentioning what kind of a competition this is. This is also an inter-school competition. Now I straight jump to the date, time, venue paragraph, and see I have not given a two fingers gap again. So as I start, it will be held on 18 July 2021 from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Now I have made a mistake in the presentation. As 3:30 p.m. always write p.m. They also minutely check these places, not only in your emails but also in your notice. So keep that in mind. It's a very important portion. Just as I wrote a.m. a.m. also write p.m. as p.m. And if you are to write as if from 10 a.m. to 12, so after that, without any hassle, just write noon, noon. That will help it. That's all. And also, when is the venue? At DAV School, DAV School Auditorium, full stop. You have to mention the main location and then the precise location. There is also a mark. If you lose by chance each and any of these points, you're to get a 0 in your examination. Then coming to the next paragraph, again without any two fingers gap, you are starting. Please do send us a team of 3 members. Now this is your request. She also has to know how many members are there to be in the team. So you say that please do send us a team of 3 members from class 9/10, in whichever class you study, whichever class the question proposes to you. If the question doesn't, it's up to you. Then we ensure that precautions and social distancing. Okay, now keeping mind of the present situation, the examiner will understand that you love this subject. You have to convince the examiner through your writing that you are in love with English and this English literature subject. So you have to write it as if it's coming from your heart. You have to keep in mind the reality. So what is the reality today? We are facing a pandemic, and think maybe the pandemic has has disappeared for a while and then again coming back, and you're in that stage. So maybe there are some risks that you're going to face, and you are holding this competition. So you are to ensure, you are to take the responsibility that you will take precautions of social distancing. It is very important. So you also have to mention that the precautions and social distancing will be maintained at the event. Quiz will be on. Now you're again jumping back to your original subject of the quiz. Quiz will be on. You have to mention them, otherwise what will be they preparing themselves on? Quiz will be on current affairs, Indian history and general knowledge. Next line, again, we look forward to an enthusiastic participation from your school team in the competition. Thanking you, yours faithfully, Swastika Shom. Now there is a reason why I haven't mentioned the question in my presentation. This is because I wanted you to understand the importance of a subject. Because when you yourself receive an email, you will have to decide from the subject what you are understanding, what you are being presented from the sender. Okay? So that is my way. I always never give the question while making you people understand. Now coming to the email of question, coming to a more reality point of view, even for the ICSE students, you will grow up one day and maybe you will have to write these kind of emails. So you may grow up one day in the sense that you have grown up just a little bit more. Okay, so email of question, maybe you have a question, you have a query. Okay, so customer care support at gmail.com. Maybe I need some support from customer care, maybe I am not understanding, and you will get to know what I am talking about. Query about my broadband plans transaction history. Okay, so notice one thing here, I have made a mistake purposely to show you that you shouldn't write your emails in this way. I have started, just see, I am writing this email to inquire about my broadband plans transaction history. Now the line transaction history, and then again see the line number is registered under XXX and all these things, and then again Swastika Shom, these things that I have written, it will all again come under just where you have written query under that, just that dear under that, just I under that, just transaction, T of the transaction. All these are to come under each other one by one. They are just like the puzzles. They are just like the block of the puzzles that have to be fitted. Okay, you have to write them one under the other. You cannot zigzag a line just like that. So, and now coming to the subject, query about my broadband plans transaction history, dear sir, madam. Now from the subject, the customer care support has understood that what I want to know, what I as a customer finding to know, what I'm searching from them, what information I want basically. So dear sir, madam, I am writing this email to inquire about. Now when you see the starting of my previous email and this email are very different. As you can see here, I started, our school is celebrating its silver jubilee this year. When I start this, I am giving her a reason why I am hosting a quiz competition. And when I start this, I am giving her a reason that I want to inquire, and then I'm giving the reason. So there's a difference. I'm writing this email to inquire about my broadband plans transaction history. My last transaction was on, you will give the date, month and year. but it does not show. So you have already phrased it. I hope you could check it from your portal, that you are actually conveying them the message that please check it from the portal. My broadband number, you are giving them the information about your broadband number under the name of Swastika Shom, awaiting for an early reply. Thanking you, yours faithfully, Swastika Shom, a faithful customer. Now that is one important email. The basic thing about your email is that on the first line, as much as possible, you give them the information they need. And maybe you cannot give them just in the first line or in the next paragraph. Make sure that your email is smaller in size, that it does not have many lines and it is just to the point. Okay, it has to be just to the point. Okay, now another thing I forgot to mention in email of request is that below Swastika Shom, you can put a title to yourself, such as the quiz club secretary of Dolna Day School, or anything you may find interesting. Now coming to the next one, I hope you understand email of question. Any queries, please mail me. And again, email of complaint. As you can see, I am complaining here. I am writing this email to urgently inform. Maybe their replacement day number is for 7 days. Within 7 days you can replace, and you know that is a very short period to replace your items. So, and you maybe have some 2 days left for it. So you're starting the email as I'm writing this email to urgently inform you that the product which was delivered on the date, month and year was not as promised. So you have not received the product as promised on the website. The product I received was not working, and I did not receive the warranty card which was promised as well. So on the website, maybe they had promised you a warranty card along with it, but you haven't received it. So you have written the product I received was not working, and I did not receive the warranty card which was promised as well. My order number, you give the necessary information straight away. See how to the point my email is. My order number is this. I hope you take the urgent action opting either for a refund or a replacement. I hope that necessary actions are taken early, awaiting for an early response. Thanking you, yours faithfully, Swastika Shom, a trusted customer. Now, back in email of question, I had written a faithful customer. Then again, I'm writing a trusted customer in email of complaint. Now, this is a way you can ensure the company that you're not a fraud. You're writing this, you're ensuring the company as well.